Hey everybody, Shane Presley here, Rock Paper Podcast. Thank you for checking out another episode of the show. Today's features returning guests and my friends, Middle Class Fashion. Had a lot of fun hanging out with them on Zoom the other night, talking about their latest album, Scary. And we play a couple songs. We talk about the high school a lot. I don't know, and wisdom teeth and all kinds of different stuff. I don't know. It was a lot of fun. We had a really good time and a lot of laughs. So hope you enjoy this episode. Do want to remind you that Rock Paper Podcast is brought to you by Roughneck Beard Company and American Rambler, located right here in St. Louis, over in the Maplewood area off of Manchester. Stop in and visit them at the shop or shop 24/7 at roughneckbeardcompany.com. Use my code RPP15 for an exclusive 15% off your purchase of all your favorite all-natural beard oils, beard balms, their world-famous junk powder, or one of my personal favorites, the Roughneck Beard Batter. Roughneck Beard Batter is the ultimate beard and skin moisturizer. It's a blend of 8 nutrient-rich soft oils whipped directly into unrefined shea butter for a moisturizing kick like no other. The highest amount of triglycerides and fatty acids available in the beard care market, hands down. World-renowned, but made right here in St. Louis. And even if you don't have a beard, American Rambler's got you taken care of with all their all-natural grooming products, a lot of wonderful fragrances, and, whatever you need. They've got you taken care of. You can find it all at roughneckbeardcompany.com. And tell them Shane sent you. Also, a big thank you to Heil Sound for their continued support and helping make this show sound great. Shop heilsound.com today and get yourself a brand new microphone. And if you would like to help continue to support this show, a great way to do so would be head over to buyjack.com/rockpaperpodcast and pick up a new shirt. We got the little Shaney shirts, the logo shirts. We just added tank tops and some new trucker hats for the summer. So head on over there to buyjack.com and grab some merch and help support the show. And let everybody know your favorite podcast in town. And if you need me, of course, you can always find me at rockpaperpodcast.com. You hit me up on the socials. Email me at rockpaperpodcast@gmail.com. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear what you think of this new Middle Class Fashion record. And with that out of the way, sit back, relax, and enjoy this brand new episode with my friends, Middle Class Fashion.
Podcast is kind of like it's like a radio show that's not on the radio. It's on the internet. Does that make sense? Uh-huh. Yeah. That's also like my mom. It makes it sound more confusing, doesn't it? It sounds like this.
We are Middle Class Fashion. You're listening to Rock Paper Podcast. Hello.
Rock Paper Podcast.
This is beat paper, paper covers rock. Rock beats, scissors, Shane covers non-stop. Never know what new kind of guest that he's got coming at you. Live and direct on the spot. Could be rock, folk, country, or hip-hop, jazz. All kind of folks that he has. Could be an artist or a comedian to make you laugh on the
Rock Paper Podcast.
Double-decker fudge round, rolling round town. Shane coming at you live and direct from ground zero. He's your hero, he's your bestie. Rock Paper Podcast with Shane Presley.
Rock Paper Podcast.
You treat me like a typical girl. Now baby,
know how I feel about this.
Mine was good.
This podcast, I'll tell you.
Yeah. How do you feel about this podcast?
Are you guys going to have your feud on this?
I'm here as a representative of middle class fashion. I'm leaving all of my beef and feud at the door.
Wait, you're Matt F. Bosler? That Matt F. Bosler?
Not today.
Oh,
Not
okay.
Today.
He's using his alter ego, just Matt Bosler.
All right.
Yeah.
What's this feud we're talking about?
They fight about their podcast on the
Oh.
internet.
Okay.
I don't actually know what the feud's about anymore. But it's I just know that it's there.
Yep. Hey, everybody. Shane Presley here, Rock Paper Podcast, coming to you from St. Louis, Missouri. Hanging out today with Middle Class Fashion. Welcome to the show, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
This is cool. I'm really glad we made this work today. I was looking at it's been almost 5 years since we last did the show together. That's really weird to think about for me that it's been that long. I think you guys were working on 3 at the time. It was the new album was getting ready to come out, and we've been talking about trying to make this work, but then there was with everything going on out there.
Well, with everything going on right now. Yeah.
We finally made it happen. You guys dropped a new record back in October of 2020, and I thought this would be fun to kind of catch up and talk about the record a little bit and how everything's been going on and stuff. So thank you for being here today.
Thanks
You're
for having
welcome.
us.
Yeah.
So I mentioned that record that's Scary, now available everywhere. I figured it'd be fun to talk about it a little bit. I know that you said you're not really, we were catching up off mics, and you said you weren't really in band mode recently because obviously can't play shows or do much of anything right now still. So, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to, now that a few months have passed, maybe kind of reflect on the process and how everybody's feeling about this new album.
I listened to it today in my car. Not like I do that all the time. I'm not like obsessed with us or anything.
I was wondering because I feel like there's probably a good period in time where you don't want to hear it at all, right? Like you're just so burnt out on it from a recording process and everything, and then you just want to take a break from it. And
it's like you hear them so many times. I always say the best way to record is do the song and then you can listen one time and that's it. Because every time you listen, you're like talking yourself into feeling a different way. But then I can never do that because I just want to listen over and over because it's great.
Yeah.
Why am I talking so much? Someone else say something.
Yeah.
Well, I can't do that. I listen to, it's like a whole like roller coaster of like, usually the first time I listen to the recording, I'm like, whoa, we did it. And then I listen to it again and think, oh, but I didn't do it. Everybody else did. And I ruined this. And then I hide from it for a while. Then I listen to it again and I go, you know what? Actually, it's actually, I gave it character when I played those things wrong. And now they're the right way. I wish I could listen to it once. And it's like when actors are like, I never watch my performances. I wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah.
They're lying.
They have to be live, right?
Probably
Of course they are.
They're
Of course they are.
acting.
Yeah.
It's their
Right.
job to lie.
Yeah, sometimes I listen and I'm like, these songs are great. We're really onto something. And other times I'm like, my songs are really crappy and I haven't even written a good one yet. And I just need to get back to the drawing board. It's
There
so
was,
weird.
I heard, iPhones do that thing where like when you put headphones in, it'll just start playing some random song for some, or I don't know, mine does. And it started playing one of the songs from the album. This is the first album that I played on, and it was playing one of the songs. And I thought, man, I wish I got to play on this one. And then I was like, wait, this is me. I did this. I actually even had the thought of like, man, Brad's drummers are like way cooler than mine. I was like, no, I'm Brad now.
Yeah, no, that's the cool thing about being in this band is, yeah, especially, as long as I've been in it, you do forget what you even played on, and you're like, oh, that's awesome. I wish I would have done that. And then, yeah, you're like, oh, maybe I did do that.
Everyone rotates and we've released so much stuff. And yeah, I like woke up in the middle of the night last night and I like thought about a song from Girl Talk and I just listened to it and I realized I haven't listened to anything from Girl Talk in years. It just feels like something that somebody else did. It's bizarre.
For me too.
Yeah.
For me, it is something that someone did.
Yeah, this album we recorded it at Native Sound with Dave Beeman, and he's awesome. And we had a group of songs where we just like played them and learned them as a band. And then we went in and tried to just do as much of it like live all at once as we could. So yeah.
Yeah. I think you said something about there's days where you feel like you haven't even wrote one good song, and I feel like that's just about anybody that does anything creative. I mean, there's days where you feel, pretty good about yourself sometimes, and then there's days where you just like, why am I doing this at all? Like you just want to quit and give it all up, and then like it's. But then then the next day you get a message like, oh, this song, saved my life or whatever, something like that, whatever it might be. And it's like those little moments like that, like you're like, makes it everything worthwhile. It's like, all right, now that's why I'm doing it. Like if I can have that impact on one person, like, then I must be doing something right.
Am I supposed to be getting messages like that?
I mean, you're not getting those yet.
They must go to Jen or something. I don't know.
They do.
Okay.
Check your spam folder.
Right.
I've never gotten them for my music. So Jen, if you can at least forward me the ones stuff that I'm a part
of. The drum part just saved me, pulled me off the ledge.
That drum fill really got me.
But no, it is so weird how different I can feel about a song, like on just a day-to-day basis, like one day thinking it's great and being proud. And then the next day feeling embarrassed that I like I've been sending them all this stuff just because I don't even know like what's good and what's not.
Well, but I don't think like anybody really knows. Like you don't really know what the response is going to be till you put it out there. Like you can get an idea, you can, put some feelers out to some friends and, hey, what do you think of this song or whatever? Like, but you look at how many times record labels have like, this is the single, we're going to push this song. And then it's like the B-side or whatever is the one that becomes the hit that everybody responds to, that sings along at the concert and everything. And it's like different things like that. There's many times where they've been wrong, where they think they know what's right, but nobody really knows. Nobody has the answer. You never really are sure until it happens. So
I even thought about like finding a bunch of people like Beeman, Langan, and like just a bunch of songwriters I know, sending them like 8 of my demos and being like, just rank them. Like, don't worry about hurting my feelings. Just like, tell me what, I don't know. I feel like that'd be a cool experiment.
Yeah. Well, you're speaking of your demos, you're doing Patreon, right? Is that, is that helping with the process, getting fans involved in the demos and stuff?
Yeah, I was nervous to do it because I was like, what if it's just like 2 other people and then me? Like that would be awkward. But I have more than 2 people doing it.
3 people.
No, more than 3. No, it's cool, but like, so I'm making a bunch of demos and then I think like, what?
For me, Brad, yeah, I know.
But no, it's fun. It's really fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a fun way, like just to stay plugged in with your fans and to keep engaging, in between the records and everything else. It's a nice little insider peek into what you've been, what you're doing prior to the albums and stuff. And
yeah, and it's kind of a good deal because there are so many demos and like half of them will never be an MCF song or released in any way. So I'm like, I don't know, for anyone that cares.
Well, check that out. But I want to give play a couple tracks and get your some stories behind some of these maybe. But I picked a song called "Down with Love." This was one that I listened to it twice through today. The record, and I was really having a lot of fun at work with it. But "Down with Love" just kind of caught my attention, especially like the outro. Like I like that it kind of like, going all crazy and then kind of like fades out, and then you get like one more, comes back in one more time for the chorus. And so I just thought that was a kind of a unique twist on ending the song and stuff, like the fact that it kind of fades out with all these weird sound effects and things, and as you're let the guitar is ringing out and stuff. And
that sounds like a Brad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun to play live.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's that's how, I mean, it wasn't anything we talked about. We weren't like, oh, we're going to do this and then do that. Like we were just playing it and like that happened. And then, we did whatever. And then Matt counted it back off and we went back into it. Like, I mean, that's, maybe not exactly how it happened, but that's kind of how I'm remembering the origin of it is. Yeah. Like we just were playing it live like that and it happened. And then we remembered it and kept doing it that way.
I find you interesting. I find you neat. I find you all that I want currently. You're not that innocent, you're not that clean. I'm not that innocent, that's not my scene. Oh, now this city burns me out, it beats me up and leaves me alive. Oh, now this city burns me out, it beats me up and leaves me alive. You have a way with words, and when you speak, you come off kind of like a jerk to me. I'm not concerned.
kind of song that we have to play last in the set. Otherwise, because you like blow out your voice singing and you just like, it gets really intense.
Yeah, I think you bruised your hands up on your piano.
Yeah,
Sometimes I get too
Smacking.
emotional. Yeah, the last show that we played as like us at in St. Louis was at the Duck Room.
Yeah, Duck Room.
Yeah, and it was an emotional time. It was yeah, I need to be nicer to my hands.
But it's like a last song kind of song, and it's hard to follow that kind of thing.
For sure. Well, I mean, like you're saying, you tried playing most of it live on the recordings, and that's what it feels like. You know, it definitely comes through where it feels like you guys are all just jamming, and it almost feels like that encore type of moment. You know, like a type of feel to it. So,
yeah, we did a click with some of the songs, but we didn't use one for that because we wanted to have the really raw feel.
Yeah. Well, this it was a fun one for sure. I just get you up moving and grooving. Anything? What about working with David in the studio with this song? Did he offer any kind of advice or help and change anything when with this track?
I mean, this was the one where he really wanted us to play to a click to everything, like just a metronome that was like keeping the time. But on this one, he realized that it was better if we just kind of, played it the way that we play it.
It's the one where he went, Matt's never going to get this. Just forget it for this one. Let it do what it's going to do. I do feel like Beeman's a very like gentle hand in the studio. Like he doesn't, just sort of like little like he'll be like, yeah, maybe we'll try it with this. Like it's always very, I don't know. I almost, there would be times when I'm like, am I doing it? Am I doing okay? Am I doing good? And I guess I was. He just kind of goes like, maybe don't do a fill there. And it works. It's a good time.
Yeah, that's his best advice usually is like, don't do a fill here. Don't do a guitar lick here. Like keep it simple.
Yeah, with vocals, he was like, I think you can do it better. Like he handled my nervous energy very well.
Well, you had to scream. You were like doing the most screaming on that song.
Kind of. Well, I mean, it was kind of this group. That one wasn't as bad. Because that was like a group yelling situation. So, yeah, I didn't feel as nervous about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think that's like I find that stuff interesting. Like the producer's role in inserting themselves as like an extra member in the band and trying to present ideas like, hey, let's try this, let's try that, and just like I find it a cool world. I kind of wish I would have gone to school and learned some of that stuff and been able to, not that I have all the best ideas or anything like that, but I just feel like I do hear songs sometimes, especially like demos and things. And I get ideas and I'm like, it just been kind of fun to been able to pursue that journey a little bit more and get more involved in the creative process like that. So.
Yeah. Beeman does a nice job. And like, it's easy to feel really comfortable around him. He just kind of fits with us. Like, I feel like we worked on something with him like years ago, and then I hadn't really seen him much. And then we went in the studio with him and it was like, we'd seen each other every day. Like he's just so chill and it just, you know what I mean? You just kind of, I don't know.
I think that's a big key to it also. Like I've been fortunate enough to hang out with a couple of these guys around town with their engineers in different studios and stuff. And I think that's the biggest thing is like a lot of them just try to provide an atmosphere where the artists are comfortable to come in and relax to make the best product they can and stuff. So, just you got to find the right one you vibe with. And so it sounds like David's that guy for you for sure. That you can pick up right where you left off, even though it's been a while since you talked. So
Yeah, and we all drink coffee like maniacs.
Yeah.
How
Lots of coffee.
yeah. They got pretty good coffee over there at the studio?
No, there's nowhere to get coffee.
No, we were ordering it and making it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just nonstop.
Yeah.
Beeman was doing pour overs, and we would order.
And I brought my
coffee.
espresso machine and was giving us shots of espresso, and we were also like ordering from local coffee shops.
And it wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Never enough.
Yeah. Well, let's play one more. This is a song called Casual Glamour that I also picked out. Mainly because I appreciate that you gave a shout out to Family Guy in the lyrics. So
Yeah, I like how every time I go to a hotel, Family Guy is playing, and like
just always on repeat, right?
Well, you know how like if you don't have like I don't have TV, I'm not trying to be a hipster, like I don't have a TV, like I watch Netflix and stuff, but just good old fashioned TV is like a fun treat when you're in a hotel, and Family Guy's always on. So
Lately I'm so tired. I hide in my hotel room. Reruns of Family Guy. Donuts are all I consume. I don't set my alarm 'cause I know I will sleep through it. Sleep through it, I'll sleep through it. And I wear layers, I don't smile at pictures. And I know you'll never forget my casual glamour. Lately I feel plain, but in a specific way. They schedule their meetings for way too early. I feel weird if I complain. Take cold walks for my health. Not drinking is totally helped. My ex does not say hi when I walk by with my boyfriend. I don't set my alarm 'cause I know I will sleep through it. Sleep through it, I'll sleep through it. And I wear layers, I don't smile in pictures. And I know you'll never forget my casual glamour. Don't try to act like I don't deserve praise. Don't try to act like you don't see my face. Don't try to act like I am the bad one. Don't try to act like you don't know my sad songs.
I just think it's fun that it made it into the song lyrics, and as you're kind of painting that picture and stuff, and also the fact that you say like you don't set your alarm clock because you'll sleep through it, and I was like, well, that's me every time. I have like several to go off like just rapid fire because like I have a bad habit of snoozing or whatever, and then turning it off and late for work. And
You should get a
Totally.
puppy.
yeah. Well, I do have a puppy, except for she's like now 17 years old, and
Sure.
it's the same set of puppy problems. Having to take her out every hour and stuff, and
Can we call our next album Puppy Problems?
yeah, it's organic. But yeah, shout out to Edith, right?
Yeah. That's you'll probably hear. I think we already have. I don't notice it. It's just a piercing. She just screams in Duke's face, my other dog, just barks in his face. He doesn't really respond. It's got to be torture. It's torture for me.
Is she still biting?
Not as much. My hands were just like, it was disgusting. It looked like I got mangled in some sort of machine. And like the way they teach you to not, or whatever, the way YouTube tells you to teach them not to bite. And like, I don't know, you get bit a lot during the process or whatever. So I don't know.
My cat was biting and they were like, don't yell because the cat will just think you hate her. So they were like, make a high pitched noise like another animal, like
yeah. They'll tell you that, but then if you watch a different one, they'll say, now you'll hear to make a high pitched noise, but you don't want to do that. So there's lots of conflicting advice, and I tried all of it. So I think she's ruined now.
You were like, no.
Yeah. And then I don't know. I guess she's kind of getting over it, but
yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to turn this into Puppy Problems. That's my new podcast, Puppy Problems. So just a little plug for that. And let's get back to Jen. You said you're putting the Cleveland show in a new song, right? Maybe American Dad.
That's exactly what I was saying. Right. Yes.
Trying to get every Seth MacFarlane show in the lyrics.
Pretty much all of them.
We will not bow down to any corporate sponsors.
What about Roughneck Beard Company?
Yeah, they're fine products if you want to.
That's different. They're different.
Yeah. That I always just think about that, like that'll in Wayne's World when they're like, sitting there eating Domino's pizza and Pepsi and all the different product placement and stuff they have, and so that's where we can start going that route. Definitely start.
Oh yeah, we're a LaCroix band.
Yeah, mentioning all the products in our song.
I am not gonna bow down to LaCroix and their money.
Never.
And put that in your podcast.
As LaCroix never
Bullshit.
made it into a lyric, I feel like it must have. Am I?
Yeah, in Ariel Pink, I think.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes.
Puppy.
Yeah, we're pretty much a product placement band.
Right.
You're getting kisses.
Yes.
Whoa, that dog's big.
This is Jack.
Hi,
He's
Jack.
an old man. He's very forceful with when he wants pets. He's like, but I'll kiss you because I know that's what you want.
So sweet.
if you pet me. Yeah.
This is.
I like your new hair.
Thanks.
It's cute.
It's even shorter than last time.
Wait, can I see it? Will you turn like? That's so cute. I love it. I love it.
Should I describe what's happening visually?
Yes, please.
For the listeners, Lindsay's turning her head to show both sides. And now one side has a section that is shaved pretty short, but then the other side, is this correct? You're very small right now. Hold on. Can I enlarge? I don't know how. I'm afraid I'm going to close everything. And it does look very good. And gosh, where do you get a thing like that done? Where
do you?
You would go to see Courtney Jones, who is a barber on Cherokee Street.
Okay. Wow. Yeah,
she's magnificent. She gave me a nice fade on my undercut. And she gave me suggestions for what products to use for my curly ass hair.
And I think as a band, we're all going to try to get the same haircut. I think that's our next move.
Right. Yeah, some bands, get the matching jackets. You guys could just all get the matching haircuts.
I think we're forced into getting Jen's haircut though, because it's the shortest.
Yeah.
And so
is your hair longer than mine?
A little bit, I think.
Your hair grows faster. Yeah.
I mean,
we could get a brand new, even shorter haircut. We could all pick one together, maybe.
Or a brand new member who has a whole new haircut and just follow that.
Changes everything.
Hey, take a look at Shane over there. He got a shorter haircut.
Want to join the band?
Oh, I've been waiting for you guys to ask.
What do you play? What do you want to?
Yeah, what's your instrument?
What do you need? I can
do it all.
Yeah,
cool.
All right. I played cornet in like 6th grade. think I got that under control.
I think a muted one would be good.
Yeah. Whatever you need.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have a cornet player. So.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, that's the one thing we don't.
Isn't it like a trumpet, but then the bell thing is bigger and it's for like marching band?
Yeah. I think it's a smaller. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't play very long, but that was my introduction into.
Are you making this up? Is this not even?
No, that's a true story. My 6th grade band teacher told me, at the time we had to take a break from, you had to either choose, if you were going to go to band, you skipped out on PE. And I signed up for band for a moment and he's like, well, you're going to have to either try really hard or you can go back to band. And I was like, well, I'll see you later. And then I went back to PE and that was it.
So they made everyone choose between music or sports?
Yeah, it was like, it wasn't necessarily like, but that was just the way it was like laid out that year as like a part of the electives or whatever so it just happened to work out that if you were in band, you didn't get, I guess you didn't go to PE or something like that.
So, and was he trying to like discourage you by saying like, stop it up or you're going back to gym class?
I mean, probably in some way. Yeah, but I don't know. Like I've told that story to some of my friends and they're like, yeah, you just had a really bad band teacher. And I'm like, well, he had a point though too, probably. So
I can't imagine how good of a musician I'd be right now if it would have got me out of gym class. Like I would have.
Well, my high school, if you did any sort of fine art, you could get out of PE. So I was in all the plays and musicals.
Oh yeah.
But I did not do marching band. I did do some sports, but I should have. I just didn't. I played clarinet when I was in middle school, and I didn't want to do that anymore.
Yeah.
If I would have played something better.
Like what? Like guitar?
Like a flute.
I played flute. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
It ruined my life.
My best year in middle school was when I had mono, and I didn't have to do gym for like forever. They'd say you can't, like when you're better, you feel fine, but you still can't do gym for a long time. It was awesome. I just sat down.
What was your problem with gym?
It sucked.
Yeah.
Just like sucked.
No, because mine was like I was scared of the ball, and so everyone made fun of me, and I had no friends until gym was no longer required. So I didn't know if it was a situation like that.
Well, I wasn't good at any of it. When we played softball, and nobody wanted me on their team. And not even in a like, they weren't like making fun of me. I mean, they were making fun of me, but not mean. Like everybody liked me. Okay. But they were just like, coach, you like freaking sucks. And I'd be like, I do. They're right. I do. So they would just let me, I wasn't on either team, but when the kids weren't batting, like the team that was up to bat, anyone that wasn't batting just had to play catch with me. And then I never had to bat or field, but I would just play catch with someone because like the coach was like, we have to do something physical. And I was like, I'll just hang out over here and play catch if that's okay. And it was, and that's what they let me do.
I wish that like in gym class, there was also like a gym, like with treadmills and weights. And they would say, okay, you can do the team sports or you have to go and like walk on the treadmill or do weight training. Like I would have loved that, but it was like I never learned how to enjoy exercise until I was much older because we had to, like, I'm not going to sacrifice my face to hit a fucking volleyball. Like, are you kidding me?
I don't think that's how the game works.
Yeah.
No, like it would come to me and I went like this because I'm like, I'm not going to, like it was rough on my hand. It came near my face. I just wanted to get away from it.
Were you glasses in middle school? Did you wear glasses?
Yeah.
Oh, it's in the fear of the glasses getting
exactly. Like,
did you ever get a lens popped out in gym class? Get a ball to the face. Your lens comes out. You're trying to find it.
That gives me PTSD. Yeah. Definitely happened. Lindsay, were you like good at sports?
I played.
Oh, that means
yes. That means
no.
yes.
No. Yeah. I played softball That was JV, so it wasn't very good.
yeah,
and then
kind
when I like was a junior, I got a job instead of playing sports.
Wait, so you did
Um,
JV when you were a sophomore?
Yeah,
what's
which is
what's that mean?
junior varsity versus varsity. Like it's like first, like the good people are varsity,
Okay.
and then JV is like the rest of them.
Well,
And-
the rest of the people that play, because then there's like me. Then there's
People who don't make it.
people who can't.
Did you wear like a Letterman jacket?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't play many. We should
Okay.
definitely. We should get like Hubert's jackets
MCF, like big
or Pink Ladies.
patches. Yeah.
I had a marching band jacket.
For a marching
That's
band or
awesome.
just
Yeah, like
have.
the band kids we got, because we were
Okay.
like, we want jackets too. And the school was like, well, you don't get a letter for band. And we were like, fine. So we got these like blue canvas band jackets and it said marching band on the back. And I wore it proudly. And I
You showed
showed the
them.
mall, and like guys on the escalator would be like, marching band, Frank style, and like,
Were you one of the people that was like, actually marching band is a sport?
I mean,
Yeah.
based off the people who would pass out during marching
More
band
people get
rehearsals, like
injured in
at the
marching
end of the
band?
summer, like right before, like at the end of the summer,
Yeah.
right before the season starts, it is so hot and so
Yeah.
humid. So many kids would pass out.
plus you have to keep your arms up forever. Like my arm muscles were impressive back then.
And it's a competition. There's marching band competitions, so it's a sport.
Yep.
We made
Yeah,
a
I used
cake
to make,
out of 50 people.
I could make
Do that.
the girls in my section do push-ups if they messed up or if they were late.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wait, you were the section leader then?
Didn't you get like a scholarship for playing?
I don't
You
know.
were like
It was
legit marching band. Did you have like the white gloves and the whistle? Were you that?
I had white gloves with like the fingertips cut out, and like
Ooh,
it was
that's cool.
enjoyable.
So
we did the
badass.
soundtrack for Psycho, and so I switched everybody to piccolo, so we played all piccolo, and it was like that, you know what I'm saying? Like the Psycho theme. It was dope. Yeah, marching band.
Yeah.
You weren't in band, right?
No.
Brad was cool. Brad
Yeah,
was the
Brad
only one of
sounds
us,
so
I think, who was
cool.
popular.
What's that?
You were popular, right?
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately.
Did you smoke at school?
Did you smoke?
Yes, I smoked
knew it.
at
I knew
school,
it.
in school,
So
That's
cool.
so cool.
on school.
And you were like friends with pretty girls,
Dang, dude.
like cheerleaders, right?
Why are you making it sound like it was a bad thing?
No, I'm not at all. I'm not at all.
I'm sorry, I did not have the same gym experience as Matt. I was good at sports. People picked me for their team.
Oh man.
Way to rub it in, Brad.
That's
When I
terrible.
thought we were being friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I don't know. That's kind of weird to think about that stuff today. How important we thought that was, but now it's like doesn't just like at the time when you're in school, like it means the world to you, like that who's what group you're hanging out with, what group of friends or whatever else and things, but really like it's all pretty pointless.
Shane, were you good in gym class? I feel like I can picture you being good.
Oh, he's a football guy.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was like this size in the 8th grade, so like I had size to
Forced into it.
Were you on a football team?
Yeah, I played football and basketball, and I played till my sophomore year in high school.
Were you like a lineman in
Yeah,
football?
yeah. I mean, when
Like a
you're
defensive lineman?
when you're 6'4", 300 pounds, and biggest kid in the class, you play the line. So I
So they have to like run into you and smack into you.
yep.
Smack it. Yeah.
No, it's cool. No, I think it's cool.
Yeah, I did that for a while, and then started having like, I grew like 4 inches in a month during like my 7th grade year, and like really messed me up. So like by my time I hit my sophomore year, I was like really paying for it, and so I got out of it. I got out of sports, and then I started working full time pretty much after school, and got a car. And so that's pretty much why
That's when you invented podcasts, right?
That's when, yep. That's when where it all started.
I bet that fucks with your coordination if you grow that much in that short amount of time. Because you're not, all of a sudden your body's completely different.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm still very clumsy. I still haven't grown into it, so still trying to figure it out. But yeah, it was. Speaking of Matt's Mono, which is a new band I'm starting. I remember there was a time when I going through that time period. I was like sleeping all the time. I'd come home from school, I'd fall asleep, and I'd get back up and I'd go back to school in the morning. Like I was like sleep all night, skip dinner and everything. And like my mom started getting worried about me and like thought I had mono or whatever, and it took me to the doctor to get tested, and she's like, and the doctor's like, well, there's nothing wrong with him, he's just physically exhausted from growing. So
wow.
Yeah, I was like, but like I said, I went like by the end of that month I grew about 4 inches, and I had to go get all new wardrobe and stuff. None of my clothes fit anymore.
Ooh, shopping spree.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever like want to have mono? Like I wanted to have mono, and I was jealous.
I did, and I got it. I wish it came true.
Did you get it from kissing someone? It's the kissing disease.
I think I explained my high school experience.
Did you get it while you were playing catch?
It's probably from like sharing video game controllers with some kid or something.
All right. That's how you get it.
That's how I get it.
Yep.
Do you guys have your wisdom teeth?
Mm-mm.
No.
Nope.
I think I've wait, I think I have some, I think.
Just some?
Yeah, I think I think they had to take one out. I forget now.
Yeah, I have one out. This one's out.
I took them all.
Yeah.
All of mine are gone. They wouldn't let me keep them either.
I know. They don't let you do that. I wanted that too. I was like, holy shit, look at how big that thing is. Nobody's going to believe it.
Really?
Yeah.
I
really?
But mine also...
You're from St. Charles.
Oh.
Different rules out there.
They don't care about germs or anything.
Right.
They told me that they had to like pulverize mine. Like they couldn't get them, so they had to like break them.
Yeah, that's what they had to do with mine. Mine were my mouth is small, like everything else about me, and it was like in my jawbone.
Yeah,
so they had to like dig out part of my jawbone. Which sounds fun. I wasn't aware.
So they were still in your gums, fully like in there.
They were kind of peeking out. They kind of did. Reversed I had braces before then, and then now recircified my teeth.
I got a Sebulba pod racer model when I got my wisdom teeth taken out. He's Anakin's rival in Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
What?
Phantom Menace, it's a Star Wars film.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's got like
one.
big like jowls.
He walks around on his hands.
And that's what you got.
That's what I got to like do while I couldn't do much.
I didn't know we were talking wisdom teeth on the show today, but I'm so glad we are.
I'm sorry.
Was that when you're talking?
This is how Jen slowly
was that when you're talking
her podcast
yes.
to her podcast.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not going to talk anymore.
It's Jen, what's the name of your show? I have some questions.
Every time I got a shot when I was a kid, my dad would get me a Barbie. And so when I got the COVID shot, I was like, I kind of feel like I deserve like a present for this.
Did you get a Barbie?
Yeah, I got myself a book.
Barbie book?
Well, I got a present, but not a Barbie because I wouldn't have anything to do with it anymore.
Okay.
But did you guys
I
get
think
like
the
shot
consistency.
presents?
Sore arm.
Yeah.
I bought myself some coffee for the drive back.
That's good.
Oh, I did too.
Yeah.
I did actually get a coffee, and I don't usually get it because what I try to get, this is probably not interesting at all, but I'll tell it anyway. So I try to get a McDonald's iced coffee with the hot fudge that they put like on top of a sundae, and it's really hard to order because they put this chocolate caramel syrup in there like normally, so you'll be like, and they put cream in it automatically. So if you go there and you say I want an iced coffee, it has cream and it has this caramel syrup, so you have to like go like I want an iced coffee black with, I learned to say hot fudge because it took me
I
forever
feel
to
like
be
that
like,
wouldn't mix well. As a previous McDonald's employee, that stuff is thick. And you're putting it in cold coffee? Is it
Well,
just chunks of hot fudge just floating around?
It works.
Okay. All right.
When you go to Starbucks, do you get a mocha?
I do the same thing. Well, I get the mocha syrup in a coffee.
He orders.
I know
Starbucks
exactly what you're
coffee
talking
with
about.
McDonald's
This is not
hot
interesting.
Yeah, right.
But you know what he's talking about.
The thing at
What?
McDonald's, it's just been such a journey to learn how to say it at a drive-in to get the right thing, and I've gotten so many different variations. And the one I got after the first shot was correct, and so I think that means nothing at all.
It's a gift from God.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
I mean, if you're driving through McDonald's to get coffee, you get what you get. Is kind of how I see
Of course.
that.
Look, I drive away with
It's a
whatever
miracle you get coffee at all.
they hand me. I'm not going back through and
like working at Starbucks, do people order what Matt gets?
Oh,
Coffee with chocolate?
I mean, well, of course. Yeah.
I always thought like that's a mocha, so you get a mocha, but there are people, this is a thing that people get.
Well, mocha's got a bunch of milk though, right? It's like a milk with an espresso shot. What the hell's a mocha?
Yeah, Brad.
I feel like we're getting into semantics now. But like mocha to me is chocolate. Like that's just like a coffee way of saying chocolate. Because that's like what our syrup is called. It's like you don't ask for chocolate syrup, you ask for 2 pumps of mocha. So mocha doesn't necessarily mean a mix of things. It's just chocolate.
You guys.
Oh yeah, we've
So
gone.
you're the guy when someone says I want a medium, you're like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Excuse me, a medium?
Do you mean grande?
Do you mean a grande?
Surely you.
Do you mean an Ariana Grande?
An Ariana Venti, please.
Yeah.
Well, I do have some questions.
Yeah, back to wisdom teeth.
Yeah. Let's get us back on track with the good stuff. What would be a dream duet or collaboration that you guys would love to see for middle class fashion?
Like, or whoa. My dog has opinions.
It sounded like a man. Like that didn't even sound like a dog. It sounded like a full
a full man.
A full man.
I was actually thinking about this like 2 hours ago. I'm not even kidding. I was driving down the road. I was picking up Brad. I had just left the park. And I was like, you know who's really cool is Ice, formerly Black James. And I was like, she just makes all her songs sound so cool. Like I know how to write a pop song, but I don't know how to make a song sound cool. And so I was like, she'd be a fun person to collaborate with. So that's my answer.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Good answer. Real Family Feud support for you.
Yeah. Anybody else have
I
one?
have never thought about this.
Yeah.
So someone else can answer while I'm thinking.
There's not a artist that you would like to sing with on this record or anything like that?
Jen has it covered. I feel
Yeah.
like we don't need anybody else. Get him out of here. You know?
I think it just, I mean, even, I just think it, obviously, I think it'd be fun to have somebody like compliment to it also, like, even if it was like something different, like a rapper or whatever, or something like,
Tyler, the Creator, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tyler, let's get him.
Let's make some phone calls. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just, I feel like something like that, like either somebody completely different than what you do too. Like, I think that could be fun.
No.
Matt's not feeling it.
I was like talking to Sarah Downen one time,
Ooh.
and I was like, what if MCF and Golden Curls did a big collaborative thing, and we did it for the RFT showcase, and we did it at the Ready Room, and she was like, I love it. And I was like, I'm really busy, so I can't do it this year, but like, we'll figure it out. And she was like, yeah. And guess what? She moved.
She moved to Colorado.
Right.
Yeah. And she's engaged, and she moved.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So I take
2
that
out of 3 of the curls are gone.
Yeah. So
That's really rude. That's
I know.
actually really rude. I can't believe that she.
I feel like she wasn't even.
Yeah,
thinking
she
about me.
suggested that and then moved to Colorado. Like,
Well, I suggested.
oof. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
She didn't
if
think
that's
to
why
mention like, oh, I'm moving
to Colorado.
Yeah.
What
Get
if
away from
she really didn't like the idea? So she was like, sure, Jen. And she's like, Philip, we have to move.
It's our only option.
Yeah. How do I get out of this? We've got to move.
Hey,
Uh,
I'll Jen on this end for a second.
Oh, I have a segue.
Okay,
Yeah.
after me. You first.
Oh, wait, okay. A dream collaboration would be St. Vincent, who performed on SNL last week.
Hey.
That's what Jen wanted to talk about.
What do you guys think of that?
I haven't seen it yet.
Matt?
Oh,
I had to catch up. I hadn't seen last week's, so I had to catch up, and then I didn't want to watch 2 SNLs in a row. But I'm gonna watch it.
You knew we were going to talk about it.
I know. I messed up. Shane,
It
I'm
was
sorry.
wonderful.
So Jason Faulkner played guitar with her, and he made a collaborative album with R. Stevie Moore, and he covered a really good R. Stevie Moore song, but R. Stevie Moore tweeted that he didn't like it.
Oh,
Did that make
Oh,
sense?
great.
yeah.
Yes. He covers
would-
the song
I
the
think-
original artist did.
Yeah. But I thought it was great.
You should tweet that. So
Hush.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh. Did you hear me yelling at my dog?
It seems like you unmuted specifically so we could hear the yelling.
That was a voice of authority.
Yeah.
Like I would answer.
I'm not going to talk anymore. I'm hushed.
Okay, Lindsay, sorry.
Sorry. I kept my finger like right there, and when I turned, it unmuted me. Wonderful.
I did like the outfits, and I like the whole 70s look they were going for and stuff on the show. That was cool too.
Yeah, I'm very excited for this era for her. Another one of her backing band is Justin Noble Johnson. He's very talented. He played bass and bass synth for her. Very talented producer. Produced my favorite band, but also was in like 9 Inch Nails and plays with Beck and a bunch of cool stuff.
Lindsay, someone asked you a question.
They asked me a question.
Yeah. Shane,
You
when you
asked me a
posted the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, if it's time for that, it might not be.
My friend Cody wrote in and wanted to know specifically what was your opinion on what is the best or Paramore's best album.
Cody who?
Walker.
Oh, Inner Outlines. I know
Yeah.
that dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, how does he know that I
Everybody knows.
People know.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you've talked to me for more than 2 minutes, you'll know. Oh man. Of course they're all like my children. This feels oddly specific to like the question of like who would you save if all of our albums were falling off a cliff?
That's a good question.
Yeah. That was a good question, Matt.
Thank you. That was on my podcast.
Yeah. And then I found it.
Guys,
I don't know. I After Laughter was like a turning point for them, and it was really cool. And it's their most recent one, and it was really cool live. And yeah, I just feel like it was good. So I'll say that one. I mean, yeah, why not?
There it is. Does anybody else have a vote for the best Paramore album?
Lindsay's the Paramore expert in this band.
I would never. Mine is different, and I'm way too scared to say it. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that I don't know that I know any Paramore albums, so I'm gonna sit this one out. But I'm glad that Cody wrote in.
Yeah. Hey, Cody. Thanks for the question.
Yeah. Thanks, Cody. Let's see. What's another one for you? All right. So I've been having fun with this one, and I think you guys will probably have some good answers. But what would the time comes we have a middle class fashion action figures? What would be your accessories? Let's you pick two accessories to go with your action figure from the box set.
So our instruments, do we assume that we already have our instruments? Like, is the
I think we can do that.
Okay. Well, coffee. Maybe we come in like a 4-pack, and so the instruments are in there. We each have a coffee, a LaCroix.
Yeah.
Or
our animals.
Like the dogs, and this is becoming a very expensive action figure set.
Money is no object.
Right. I mean, this is probably like part of our, the collector's edition of our next release is going to have these. So people will pay any price.
Yep.
And the LaCroix sponsorship will help fund this anyway. Put a little set list in there, put a nice little set list, so we got a LaCroix, we got a coffee, we got a dogs, we got the cat.
We got a dogs, we got a cat.
We got the instruments.
Chinese throwing stars.
Yeah, nunchucks. We can just do the TMNT thing. Also.
Right.
We'd have to fight over like colors of things.
I'll tell you, no, you know what? Honestly, whatever you guys don't want, I'm fine with. I'll take any of them. Purple, red, blue, orange. I just don't want to fight.
Oh, a pizza. That is one thing with TMNT that we would also. It would be like a Pizza Head vegan
pizza with that weird looking vegan cheese that tastes real good. Looks kind of good. Tastes real good.
Yeah.
The first time Jen got it, I was like, "Oh, I don't. That's kind of crazy looking." And then it tastes good.
Vegan.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, so that's it then, huh?
That's a lot of accessories.
Yeah, that's the two accessories.
That's all we need.
Yes.
That's the two.
Yep. All right. If there was something you think the band could get into the Guinness Book of World Records for, what would it be?
We're middle class fashion. We're trying to get into Guinness Book of World Records. We call them up. We say, Guinness, you're not going to believe this. We just did it. We put them maybe fastest full album written directly after an album release.
We might have a shot at that.
I think we could do
Yeah.
that.
and it would be like negative time because by the time the current album is finished, we don't even want to play those songs out anymore because we're excited about the new songs.
That does always happen. We're like, it's our CD release. We have to play the album, but we are over it.
And we're playing like 2 songs from the album, and then new songs that nobody's heard.
Yeah. We just don't care.
Just don't even care.
Just don't care.
Yeah. So I guess you got a new one on the way then, since already, or are we working on something new, or?
Well, I have a Google Drive of like 13 or 14 songs, but again, I don't know. I sort of feel like lately I've just been writing the same song. So I need to I've been sending some stuff to you guys, and but we're finally gonna have a band practice again. Lindsay left; she's pissed.
Oh, geez.
She's back. Yeah, we're finally gonna have a band practice for the first time in like a year, so we'll sort it all out. But yeah, we have some stuff. It's just, but I don't know, because then part of me thinks, well, maybe with these new shows that we book, we should just play everything from Scary. I don't know what to do.
What I think will be frustrating is that we'll start to, like, Jen will present these 13 songs, and I'll get very excited and be like, these are so good. We got to play these, but now they're older for Jen, than they are for me. So she'll probably write a different one. These the ones that have happened over the quarantine pandemic will probably just, those are too old. We can't.
Yeah, you can probably forget about those.
We can't play those. And I'll be going.
Yeah, there's 13 now. There'll be another 13 in a week.
I want to play those.
I'm just excited to see you guys again. Be in a room together, play music, drink LaCroix.
All safely vaccinated.
I hope I'm still good.
Caffeinated.
Anything. I haven't played like for real drums in a long time. I've played like goofing, like I feel like I'm just goofing on drums. But I haven't like played drums.
Well, what are you doing musically? Like in the last year, like you made that the cover song. You said you just did it with like synth and stuff.
Yeah. Just dumb stuff. Just been doing dumb stuff. Just jokes.
Just casually being TikTok.
Yeah, just trying to get that clout, that TikTok clout. That's all I got going on.
You got it.
Yep.
You definitely do.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I love the new. The current record.
Yeah, right. No, that is true. Though it does feel like we like didn't even put it out. Like we had a nice like listening thing at Off Broadway, and it was really cool. But it still feels like it didn't. I mean, and maybe everyone else will think this is really stupid, but I still think we could have like, I don't know what you'd call it, but like basically have a release show again for Scary.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good.
Well, glad we settled on that.
Hey, Lindsay.
Yeah.
This is a random question, but like, are you writing songs? Are you like focusing more on like parts, or are you like writing songs secretly?
Yeah, fast up.
I've written like a few like little like parts, but like I've found myself like I don't have the means to like record anything right now. Like, so that kind of sucks. Because I really tried to do the GarageBand thing on my phone. And it just, I can't figure it out. So I have like little ideas like on voice memos and stuff. But yeah.
That's
so
cool.
yes and no. Nothing that I can really show. I would like to though.
I just feel like because I know what a Brad song sounds like, I know what a Matt song sounds like, but I don't know what a Lindsay song sounds like, and I've just been curious about that lately.
Yeah.
What would a Shane song sound like?
You tell me.
I mean, probably gonna be really good.
What is it?
Is it on cornet?
Cornet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just a cornet solo.
I'm ready.
I would like it.
I do think about it a lot. I get dumb ideas stuck in my head, and I probably should start doing something about it. But
Are the ideas lyric based or melody based?
I mean, like, sometimes I come up with lyric stuff, but then also like I'll just have like random remix of songs just mashed together, different things, and there's a lot of weird stuff going on in this brain. I tell you. So it's there's just it'll just be some random remix, and I'm like, it'll be on repeat for the day.
Like things like linked together that weren't linked, but it makes sense in your head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's tricky to explain. It's kind of like so. Anybody, you guys see this DJ Cummerbund? You ever see any of his stuff that he does?
Yeah, I'm familiar.
He does these like mashups of different songs, and they on paper they don't seem to work, but then he makes it happen, and it's like this is great. And so I get a lot of ideas like that. Like he does a representation of what happens in my brain on a daily basis. So it's but he makes it really good.
Like Neil, what is it? Neil Sissigera. I don't even know his name, so it doesn't matter. Never mind.
Oh, Neil Sissigera. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big fan of that guy.
It's got an album called Mouth Sounds. It's basically what you're describing. So I don't know why I would basically say what you said again. I'm gonna mute my mic and then you guys go ahead.
But I don't know enough music stuff. Like I'm just a fan. I can't play anything or couldn't tell you like how to compose it at all or whatever. But so maybe someday I'll figure that
Sometimes
stuff
key
out.
mashing works with music.
Yeah.
Just try it.
All right. Yep.
Yeah, sometimes you don't, it's almost better not to know, and you just kind of go on what feels right, what sounds right to you, or treat it like a collage and you have all these pieces and you just put them together.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to do it one of these days. I also have ideas of like just writing, getting into songwriting and maybe just have some friends perform my songs and something like that. So maybe I'll do that too. I've got ideas. I just haven't done anything with them.
Well, and you're friends with like every musician in St. Louis, so
Right.
you kind of have
Yeah, you got some resources.
Yeah.
You should make an album and have a different band do each song.
Yeah. I think it'd be fun, like something like, and then just like whatever, just make this compilation record or something like that. And I don't know, maybe someday. If I say it enough on the show, maybe I'll hold myself accountable and do it.
I feel like this past year has really shown all of us different ways we can have creative outlets. I think we've all had more time to sit with those kinds of feelings. I think it's good.
Yeah.
So, Jen, you feel that the pandemic was good, that you're on record as that was a positive for the world. Okay.
That's
an interesting take. I
mean,
you said what you said. It's too late. So
I can't take it back.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's been recorded.
Yeah.
I need to work on my apology that I'm going to have to post for saying that.
Get some like big sunglasses.
Yeah.
And
Well, I was
Don't waste your time. I think you've already been canceled.
going to write it in the notes app. But
your iOS press release.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think though I don't think the whole pandemic was good, I do think there were, I think what Jim was trying to say, it was nice to focus on things, trying different creative outlets. And I wish I would have picked up a new hobby or something more, but instead I just continued on with my same old recording my show, my podcast, and that's about it. I didn't really apply myself to learn anything new. So I probably should have took some time to do that.
You're being
you kept moving forward. Yeah, you kept moving forward. You stuck with it. You persevered. Like, there's value in that.
Right.
You built out your studio room.
I mean, it's still has a lot of work to do.
Sure, but the work is started. Hey, the biggest step is starting.
Right. Yeah.
Sounds like a saying.
It is now.
Oh yeah, I've heard that so many
cut
times.
is the deepest.
The first cut is deepest. The journey of a journey of 1,000 steps starts with it started.
Failure? I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Well, you
could have 100 people in a room, 99 of them disagree with you, and one of them agrees, and he's Bradley Cooper or something like that.
And the
Lady Gaga quote.
So wait, we're in a room with Bradley Cooper.
With Bradley Cooper, yeah.
Right.
It was a Lady Gaga quote that she said about A Star Is Born like 40 times in interviews about A Star Is Born and how he believed in her.
Yeah.
Poor
I've been
Lady
listening
Gaga.
to Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah, I'm glad somebody finally believed in her.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Poor thing.
After all of her
Right.
struggles, she finally got in that movie and somebody believed in her.
Yeah, exactly.
Good.
What a
Good for
guy.
her.
Yeah. What were you saying, Jen?
Oh, well,
Fleetwood
I've been
Mac?
because I thought about Lady Gaga, and then I thought about that one album where she has all those great songs. I mean, okay.
What's up?
Like the
You're talking
Joan.
about Joanne?
Yeah. Okay. And then
Yeah,
that made me
okay.
think of Fleetwood Mac. And like, what do you think makes a Fleetwood Mac song a Fleetwood Mac song?
Well,
Harmonies?
gotta have harmonies.
Yeah.
They have they always have a real dead is maybe not the right word, but very, what's the word? Brad, you probably maybe know what I'm trying to say. Very not real like big
Flat drum?
flat. That's the word I want. Yeah. I got a flat vibe going on.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's not a lot of reverb happening. Everything's pretty concise and tight. And I think the fact that you got multiple songwriters doing stuff. I feel like whenever you're doing something for somebody's song and you're a songwriter, you approach it differently than somebody who just, only knows how to make other people's songs better.
Yeah. That's a really good point. I think you can really hear the collaborative stuff going on there.
Yeah.
Did you guys listen to Lindsey Buckingham's Song Exploder episode?
Oh, I didn't even know we had one.
Yeah, he does. He talks about Go Your Own Way, and
I didn't see that one.
He said he's like, oh, I wanted Mick to play it this way, but he couldn't do it, and that's why the drums are the way they are. And I'm like, I don't think
I liked it better when he simplified it.
he probably could play it whatever way you wanted to. He just went his own way. So
It's just having a lot of people in a room who all want to punch each other. That is what a Fleetwood Mac song is.
So okay, well we should maybe
start fighting.
Currently, we would not be able to write a Fleetwood Mac song, but I think we can get there.
No, our energy is so chill with the four of us. The band,
I know, but I'll start. Don't worry, I'll be like, oh, Lindsay, you heard what Brad said about you? I'll get the rumors going. Rumors.
Rumors.
That's-
Rumors.
Hey,
That's
see what you did there.
I didn't for a minute, so
Yeah. That's a pretty good thing to shoot for. Writing some Fleetwood Mac songs because it seemed to work out pretty well for them.
I really want to do that. I want to capture that. I want to figure out what makes the song so magical and try to recreate something like that.
Right. Yeah. I do. Well, speaking of Song Exploder and that stuff, you guys just did Songs Out Loud with Aaron, and I really enjoyed that episode.
thank you.
And talking about breaking down some of the songs, breaking down cheerleader chants, and I don't know, it's an interesting look, and like saying how trying to figure out why this song is makes it stand out compared to other songs or whatever it is, and it's an interesting view. I feel like, and I like what he's doing, and I also like Song Exploder. It's just an interesting way to dissect a song and try to figure it out, like why it's so great and stuff. So
I love the way he edited it. I wish that every interview was just edited so they only have like the cool things that we say.
All right. See, I'm just gonna make mine take all the good stuff out.
Thank you.
Yeah. For the best.
Yeah.
True middle class fashion. Just Jen saying this pandemic was what the world needed.
Damn it. I'm screwed.
No, I did. I really enjoyed that. And you guys also did another podcast, I think, right? Recently.
Max.
What?
I wasn't.
Maybe.
Kind of making the podcast circuit.
Yeah, that's our podcast tour. I feel like we're getting too comfortable on podcasts.
It's the only way for Jen's. I have a question. What is it called? What did we say? It's.
I have some questions.
I have some questions. Yeah. How else would you get your podcast out there?
I wouldn't.
I think it's the only podcast that only happens on other people's podcasts. I think that's actually a really interesting angle.
Right.
Thanks for your support.
Thanks for listening.
Talk about Radiohead albums and wisdom teeth.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, we talked Paramore, St. Vincent, and all sorts of different artists that we've been listening to and things. But what if you guys had to recommend an album today? Like something that you would want somebody to listen to? Is there a particular one that's been on current rotation for you that you want to recommend to people to check out? Does anything come to mind?
West Side Story soundtrack.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. It's so beautiful. Especially I've been listening to like an instrumental version of the soundtrack. But yeah, that's my answer. I'm going off camera now.
Okay. Oh yeah, Brad, go.
If we're talking recent, Fetch the Bolt Cutters, Fiona Apple's new album. I've been listening to that quite a bit.
Boy, I think I just listen to the same stuff all the time. I always tell people listen to Super Drag's Head Trip in Every Key. I think Super Drag, John Davis, one of the most underrated musicians of all time. He's got a new band, the Lees of Memory, and that's just sort of a continuation. It's not. You should listen to all of that too. But Head Trip in Every Key, I think that's the end point. That's got a lot of like bells and whistles that I think make people go, "Whoa, this is the one."
Is that like your R. Stevie Moore?
Probably, yeah.
Because you like traveled and saw him, and it was cool.
Oh yeah, I once went. I went to like 3 shows in a row, just going to see John Davis do just acoustic shows. I've definitely seen him perform more than anybody else.
Did you talk to him?
Oh yeah. I know him kind of. He likes my Instagram posts sometimes.
Cool.
Wow.
I drove to Nashville to see him play in a Ramones tribute band. And I don't like the Ramones enough to drive to Nashville. I like the Ramones just fine, but it was him and it was another dude from Super Drag too. So I went and it was fun and I had a good time. So yeah. Lindsay, what's your album?
Well,
what are you recommending?
I mean, well, if we're doing favorites, like Paramore's lead singer, Hayley Williams, she dropped 2 solo albums last year. Wait, one last year, one this year. The most recent one, Flowers for Vases, was really cool because she did it all like herself. She played all the instruments. And then I've been listening to a lot of Anderson .Paak and Mac Miller lately. Like the Divine Feminine Mac Miller album is really good.
Yeah, Shane said one album, so
one. Okay, cool.
Okay. Really? We're supposed to follow the instructions of what he said, but okay.
Lindsay, you can't derail the direction of the podcast.
Right.
I mean, who would do that?
We would never.
Of course.
Come on.
Yeah, I've traveled to Nashville just for some shows. I've gone to Chicago for a show. I think that's about 5 hours, I guess. If so, that's probably farthest I've gone for a show. What about you guys? What's the farthest you drove for a single concert?
I went to Knoxville to see Super Drag.
Yeah.
Actually, the last show I saw was at the Exit Inn in Nashville. Was the Lees of Memory.
Oh, love that venue. Is that the one that like support Exit In? Is that the one that's closing? Might be closing.
Right. There's like a big thing about it.
It's a great venue.
It's really. I saw them in Not a Surf. Was the last show I saw before everything closed.
They sing the popular song. Wash your hair once every 2 weeks.
That's like an actual like how to date pamphlet or something. Like the words are all from something like that. I don't know.
Washing your hair once every 2 weeks just seems like it'd be so greasy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
People loved grease back then.
I guess if you had like really thick hair, like maybe it'd be okay. You could use dry shampoo.
I don't think they had dry shampoo whenever that thing was written. I don't know I'm still trying to think of the farthest I've driven. I think it was Knoxville, but
I feel like Chicago.
I've driven to Texas a couple times for shows. I saw Haim and Lizzo in
that's cool.
In Austin. That was cool.
When was that?
And, that was, I want to say 2017, because they had just released Something to Tell You, and Lizzo hadn't quite like exploded yet.
Yeah.
Tragic.
But that was a great tour.
To her, but
when she blew up in the middle of the ocean. Yeah. And then I've done Austin City Limits and another Dallas one. I saw Paramore in a weird Dallas town outskirt.
What's it like driving to Texas?
Long.
Yes.
I stopped in Tulsa overnight the first time, and the second time it was just straight through, and that was grueling. About 13 hours.
Silver.
You should try driving to Texas to play one bad show. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
I've done that.
Well, we've talked about South by Southwest.
Yeah, I played like a South by Southwest adjacent thing. It was actually a cool setup. We just played it like a bad time, and then we weren't able to like stay. So the whole point of being there in South by Southwest, right, is to like be like, oh, hey, what's going on? Talk to us. We're friends now. And we didn't.
Is that with Talk?
Yeah.
What year was that?
I don't know. I can't do that. I really can't. Like when Lindsay was like 2017, I was in awe that I just can't remember years like that. Can't do it. Could have been 2010. Could have been 2024. I don't know.
Yeah, I can tell you like everything else about the every other little details, but I can't remember time. Like I'll talk about stories like they were yesterday, but they were 10, 15 years ago or whatever. But I couldn't tell you what year or whatever.
Yeah, I feel like once I hit like 23, everything happened. Like, how old were you when that happened? I was adult age.
Yeah.
And then, no more specifics beyond that.
Yep. Well, very cool. This has been a lot of fun hanging out tonight. I feel like we learned a lot about middle class fashion.
So much.
I sure did.
I mean,
I know medical facts about how many of us have wisdom teeth.
Right. Yeah. We got to the nitty gritty.
And just be on the lookout for puppy problems.
Yep.
We'll probably have that out later this year. You get to hear the demos on the Patreon and
Matt's Mono.
Yeah.
Matt's Mono's a band that me and Shane are starting. So
Jen's podcast, which could end up on any podcast. So
you never know. You never know.
Yeah.
To listen to everyone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But check out Scary, now available wherever you get your digital music at, and add it to your favorite playlists and give it a spin and stuff, because it's a lot of fun. It's a great record, and I can't wait to hear what other stuff you guys are working on. Like you said, you already got another batch of songs ready to go, so hopefully we'll have some new music coming soon.
Yeah, it's called Puppy Problems.
Yeah.
Right.
So keep a lookout. Follow Middle Class Fashion on your Facebook and Instagram. Also get plugged in. Hopefully we'll get on a stage sometime soon as things start coming back around. Maybe get Golden Curls in for that RFT showcase. Fly him in.
For sure.
See what happens. So
it's worth a fly in.
Yeah. But I appreciate you all doing this. It's been a lot of fun catching up and hanging out. So hopefully next time I see you, we'll be in person and not.
Yeah,
on this
I want to
screen.
see you in person. I can't remember the last time that was.
It's been a long time.
Maybe Cortex Commons. We were playing there, and you like walked up.
Yeah,
but that was years ago.
Yeah. No idea.
What year was it? We were adults.
All right.
What is time?
Yeah.
Are we in a simulation? Probably.
But yeah, I would like that. I would like to come see you all play sometime soon. So hopefully we can make that happen.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys. Really, this was a lot of fun tonight. So I appreciate you doing this, and I will talk to you soon.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Rock Paper Podcast. Rock Paper Podcast. Rock Paper Podcast. Rock Paper Podcast.
Well, yeah, that was it.